What is up, guys? My name is Ebenezer Frimpong. Yo, is my forehead really this big in real life? What is up, guys? My name is Ebenezer Frimpong and welcome back to the channel. Now, as always, be sure to follow me on my most active social media platforms. Boom and boom. And today's video is not going to be a super long video. I just want to get on here and clear up what Google Shopping Actions is and what Google Express is. I've gotten a couple DMs about it, so I figured instead of answering each DM individually, why not make a video about it? And we'll talk about the pros and the cons of Google Shopping Actions. It's such a long name. Honestly, it's the name is stupid. But we'll go over that. Not going to be a very long video. So let's get started. Let's roll the intro. So what is Google Shopping Actions? Google Shopping Actions is just a giant online selling platform created by Google. Also, guys, my notes are on my laptop, so you guys are going to see me glance at my laptop a couple times. But that's what I've started doing because it helps me organize my thoughts before the video. So this is the new format. I'm always going to have notes up here. Normally, I try to memorize everything, then get on camera, which is stupid. I like the whole notes thing better. So I just want you guys to know that's what I'm staring at, my notes. So Google Shopping Actions is just a giant online selling platform created by Google. And Google Express was Google's attempt at competing with Amazon, and it was basically just a virtual mall. Think of it as a virtual mall with online retailers and merchants like me and you, and also big box retailers like Target and Walmart were also on Google Express. Think of all those retailers as mini shops inside a virtual mall. That's what Google Express was. And basically, Google closed that down and integrated it into Google Shopping Actions. This is why I think the name Google Shopping Actions is so stupid. The name Google Shopping Actions is just, first of all, it's super long. I think they should have just called it Google Express and just rebranded it into what Shopping Actions is. Because they could have called it Google Express Actions instead of Google Shopping Actions, because there's Google Shopping ads. So I apologize if this video starts to get a little confusing. That's Google's fault. Don't blame me. But at the end of the day, they didn't ask for my opinion. So let's just keep going. So Google Shopping Actions, it basically lets retailers and merchants display their products on multiple Google platforms using their shopping feed. So the shopping feed that you already set up through Shopify, or even if you're using a different selling platform, e-commerce platform, the shopping feed that you set up, you're basically going to run the shopping ads with that, but you're also going to submit that same feed into Google Shopping Actions. That's going to allow your products to be displayed on Google Shopping Actions, which is the virtual mall. Your products are going to be displayed on Google Shopping, not shopping ads, Google Shopping, right? Think of Google Shopping as a virtual mall. And that's what I'm saying. They should have named it Google Express because it gets confusing. But your products are going to be displayed on Google Shopping. It's going to be displayed on Google Search. It's going to be displayed on the Google Shopping mobile app. The mobile app used to be called Google Express. Now it's called the Google Shopping app. I'm actually going to run through that and show you guys what that looks like here in a second. And then your products will be displayed on Google Assistant. So let's say you have Google Chrome on your phone and you hit the little voice icon. You hit the voice icon, or if you have an Android and you hit Google Assistant and say, hey, Google Assistant, find me an office share. Google Assistant is going to look inside Google Shopping Actions for that office share. It's not going to look directly on the internet. It's going to look on that Google Shopping Actions platform. Essentially, that's kind of what's going to happen. Your products are going to be displayed on Google Home devices, not necessarily the home devices. So if you have a Google Home, you say, hey Google, find me an office share, that home device is going to search on Google Shopping Actions. That's basically what Google Shopping Actions is. And there's an app for it. So everything is very seamless. One thing I do like about it is it reduces the friction between the customer seeing your product and buying it. So unlike a shopping ad where they have to click your ad, come to your store, and then check out through your Shopify store, whatever store platform you're using. That's not what happens here. Think of Google Shopping Actions as Facebook Shop or buying directly from Instagram. If someone sees an office share on Google Shopping Actions, they can just add to cart and buy it directly through Google. They don't have to go to your site or visit your site. And when that order comes in, that order is going to show up in your merchant center. There's actually a spot that says, in your merchant center, there's actually a spot that says orders now. And those Google Shopping Actions orders are going to show up there. You're going to fulfill it from there. It's not going to show up in your Shopify store or any other e-commerce platform. So people are going to be able to directly buy from Google when they see your product. That's one of the biggest things here. It's just trying to reduce that friction between the point from point A where your customer sees the products and point C when they actually buy that product. Now it's literally just point A and B. So that's actually one thing I really like about it. Let me actually go ahead and show you what Google Shopping looks like, the mobile app version. I actually have it downloaded. Let me just record my screen. So let's start with home, and I'm gonna search for office share. Right, boom. Office share comes up. As you guys can see, all of them say add to cart, and that's all this is, right? This is basically what Google Shopping Actions is. This is the main thing of it, the main takeaway. So let's say I decide I want this one right here, right? Free delivery, blah, blah, blah. It's from My Office Innovations. I just hit add to cart. Boom. I hit cart down here and I hit go to checkout. Yes, that's my address at the top, but we'll blur that out. And Google Pay already has my card on file. So all I have to do is scroll down and then I hit place that order. And just like that, that order is placed. I never actually had to visit. What is that? Oh, I thought I actually bought it for a second. I never actually have to visit My Office Innovations. That's the brand selling the share. I never actually had to visit their site. Everything went through here. And then that order is going to show up in their merchant center where they have to fulfill it. Now, Google Shopping Actions is it's 100% free. So there's literally no reason. Actually, let me rephrase that. It's 100% free to list your products. There's literally no reason for you to not use Shopping Actions. Google only gets paid if someone buys your product from Google Shopping Actions or the Google Shopping app or whatever. You'll list your product. If someone clicks like how I did and didn't buy, you're not charged for it. Google only makes money if someone buys. Google makes money only and only if you make a sale. So, and the commission that Google makes on that it ranges from 5% to 12%. And that depends on the category you're selling in. So for example, dog and cat food, if you're selling dog and cat food, it's 5%. Google's gonna take 5% of that sale. But if you're selling, let's say, any other animal supply, it's going to be 12%. Google's going to take 12%. Most retailers are going to fall into that 12% range. That's just what it looks like. Now, another interesting thing, because I was doing some research, and it turns out retailers that are using Shopping Actions see a 35% increase in their average order value, which, like I said, it's free to list, right? You're not doing anything else. It's basically taking the data from your shopping feed and just displaying it on Shopping Actions. So you have no excuse not to do it. I recently started testing out. We're not approved for it yet. I'll throw a screenshot in here for it. We're still waiting to get the final approval for Google Shopping Actions. There's a couple things that you have to fill out before you get approved, and then there's a waiting period. And this is what it looks like when you're getting Google Shopping Actions set up. These are the things you have to go ahead and set up. There are a couple cons to Google Shopping though. Well, Google Shopping Actions. One of the major things that's going to affect dropshippers is Google will cancel any order that isn't shipped within 3 days of your handling time. You're actually not going to be even eligible for Google Shopping Actions if your product isn't able to be delivered within 10 days, which again is a problem for dropshippers. But you can play with those numbers. It's not, Google doesn't check. You can play with those numbers if you have a really good supplier. So when you're setting up your Google Shopping Actions information, you can just change the times to 7 to 10 days or whatever. But yeah, Google will cancel any order that isn't shipped within 3 days. So as soon as the order shows up in your merchant center, in 3 days, that order needs to be marked as shipped. Which again is a big problem if you're dropshipping. So this is great if you already have a brand or you're dropshipping. This is great for high ticket dropshippers because you can get started with this immediately. But for low ticket dropshippers, just make sure you express that with your suppliers, like, hey, orders need to ship within 2 days. As long as you're on it, you'll be fine. Another thing though that is also a major issue for low ticket dropshippers is low ticket dropshippers, again, is just dropship from AliExpress or anything like that. Merchants, me and you, we have to provide a tracking number within 24 hours of marking that order as shipped. And it has to be valid. Google's checking those. So, and there's a list, they actually have a list of approved shipping carriers that they want tracking numbers from. There's a list. I'll try to screenshot it and put it here if I can find it. If not, the side will be blank. But yeah, they want tracking numbers within 24 hours of marking your order as shipped, which again could be a problem if you're a low ticket dropshipper. But if you're a high ticket dropshipper, you have nothing to worry about. Your suppliers are giving you tracking numbers the minute that they tell you the order is shipped. But in terms of Google Shopping Actions results on those, like I said, I'm just getting started testing that out. I'm still waiting on getting approval for it. So once I do and I see how it goes, because again, it's really not costing me anything up front. It's just costing me 12% per sale. That's free money. I'm not paying for ads. I'm not, you know what I mean? So I'm going to test it out, see how it goes. And I'll let you guys know. So that's actually it for this video. Like I said, not going to be a very long video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and most definitely subscribe. And be sure to follow me on my most active social media platforms and book consultations down below. See you guys next time.
Dirty money coming in, I used to stuff from my racks and sofas. Let a op nigga spin, you know that we spinning back in rovers. We ain't finna play with them, we let it fly, catch up. Balenciagas on me, you know I pay for them. Stepping in soccer runners, I know that you gon' probably call this racism. I only want my hundreds in blue. If I tell the whole gang get them, they gon' blow when they running in